everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Grizzly True Crime. We have Chris and the whole mob crew in the house. Welcome.
Hi, guys. Thank you for having me on. It's an honor to be here.
It was an honor to be on Chris's show too. So if you guys missed that, which I think some of you Grizzlies did, please go check it out as well. It is linked in the description box. We discussed a whole bunch that we're also going to discuss here today. I just found it so interesting what you did. So my first question would actually be, what was your motivation to do Bridge Guy reenactments?
Okay, that is a great question. And so I'm touching this on my channel, and that is Making a Murderer, and that's the Stephen Avery case. And in season 2, he gets a lawyer who's Kathleen Zellner, who is just a rock star, and she kind of represents people that believe to be innocent. And so she goes out and does all these reenactments and stuff on season 2. And I was watching the way she does it, and that completely inspired me. And so that's where I've got inspiration from.
Right. And I mean, did you know how well you would help in speculatively, in our opinion, that's what I said in the description box too, debunking that Bridge Guy is Ron Logan? Did you know that would be kind of the outcome?
No, not at all. You never know when you're doing this kind of stuff, because the first time, this is not the first time I've done it, and the first time I really did put a lot of, because I just went to a Goodwill store and just bought the closest things I could resemble, what he was wearing. This time I went out and, got the mustache, glasses, the same iPhone, yes, and so yeah, got some very interesting results.
Yes, I'm very excited to show everyone. So if you're brand new here, then welcome to the Grizzly community. Having a special guest called From the Monsters Under Our Beds here, Chris, today. So please subscribe to both our channels, hit leave your DNA on the thumbs up and do all those good things. And I look forward to your comments as well. We're discussing the Delphi case, which we both have in common on our channels. And we actually both kind of were in each other's orbit from covering the Gabby Petito case, right?
Mm-hmm.
And our channel started around the same time.
It's so crazy.
Oh my word. And look at us now, everyone. We're here. So together, we all grew. I think there's a lot of overlap in our communities. Chris is also very respectful to victims of crime and their families and covers missing persons cases as well. So, and loves pets like we all do. So we are looking at the Delphi case today, and I just found these reenactments so interesting. So I'm going to be showing you Chris's video that he sent to me, and you're going to talk us through it, right? And just let me know when I need to pause or something like that.
Okay, sure.
So it's just easier, guys, that I have it on my side here, but if you want to pause, just put your hand up or say, okay, stop, and then I'll do that. Okay. So if I add this to the stream here we go. So just explain what is going on here.
Okay, so the first time I did my reenactment, I was on a bridge because I was trying to create the atmosphere. But the only problem with what I've got around me as far as like bridges is that I'm only going south. And we know that the Monon Bridge, the girls were walking southeast. So that creates a problem for trying to recreate that same lighting where the sun is catching. Because you'll see in a minute when every time I do a clip, I'll show the Bridge Guy clip right after each time, and you'll notice kind of like the one side of him is lit up, the other side is kind of his shadow casted. So to be able to do that properly, I went to a parking lot this time, and that way I could easily go southeast. So obviously, as you can see on the screen, you got me, and so one of the things that we kind of know is that Libby and Abby were at the end of the bridge. The film starts at 2:13, and the Bridge Guy is about to approach platform 6, which is approximately 70 feet away. So what I did here is we got it measured, and I started at 75 feet away just to make sure, some wiggle room. And I also kind of zigzag. That way I'm catching different lighting. And so, And then obviously on the screen to the right, you see the accessories that I've got because there's a lot of debate. Is he wearing, an ivy hat or is it a hood? With the brown hoodie, is it a fanny pack or is it just the hoodie just kind of sticking out? And then so I've got the accessories. And so here's just the first run. And then also I have a gun on me, not a real gun, but it's just an airsoft gun. And I tried to put it in different positions, like the coat, then the brown hoodie. And then also, in my opinion, which we'll get up to, is I think he's got it kind of brandished under his windbreaker. So
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, great. We're going to play that now. Grizzlies, just know, of course, when I've got a guest, I get like hyper focused, but I do see your comments and I'm keeping an eye on them. Thank you so much, Tom, for joining us. You say, hi, everyone. I'll go back and watch your live from today. Okay, I'm assuming on the Monsters in Our Bed. Yes, thanks for all y'all's hard work
Hi,
and
Tom.
content. Thank you, Tom. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and for being here. Thank you to all the mods who are here and everyone for being here. We really appreciate you. So let's see this. Did people, also question before we play this, did people look at you funny?
Yes, it was there was people there. Okay, so the funny thing is this one, yes, there's people at the church. I think they're playing basketball. I actually didn't get too many looks, but when I did the bridge the first time, since it's a bridge, because there's water, so people have to go to that bridge. And so yeah, when I was filming the first time, I was having people constantly, and they were looking at me funny. But this time wasn't as bad.
Right, I was just like, wait a minute. If I saw someone,
yeah, I was
this...
scared. I was scared somebody called the police because I'm pulling out what looks like a real gun, and so yeah.
Luckily, I had people with you helping you film, right? Okay,
yeah.
So let us play this.
So yeah, as I'm like I said, so I'm 75 feet away. I'd say right about now is 70 feet, and I'll kind of zig into it, and then so here I do a side by side. I'd say pause, yeah. So basically, each time we do it, it's kind of how it is. And so I put a side by side for you. Not all of them. I think I missed a few, but just to kind of see, a side by side from 70 feet away. Like I said, this one I had a scarf, and because from what we understand, that there was at least 2 witnesses that saw a man with a scarf that was kind of like this. And so that's where apparently the first sketch comes from, is from 2 witnesses and the video. It's a kind of a mix between the two. So the first time I just tried putting the scarf, but it didn't quite look right. But so that's one.
Yeah. So Bridge Guy, this is Bridge Guy, everyone, in the Delphi case. Remember, both Chris and I have got extensive playlists on this case, so please watch them if you don't know anything about it, or if you want to catch up, or just know a little bit more of the lingo and things like that, because yeah, this case has been going on for more than 5 years and it's still unsolved, sadly. But things like this could help, just because there was this whole, we're going to play this now again, this whole new, energy in the case with, could it be Ron Logan, because those search warrants were released, which was from 2017.
Mm-hmm.
So I really like what you did here, because it helps to just calm that down a little bit, because if it was Ron Logan, I feel like they would have arrested him then.
Yeah.
It feels like they raided the house, so they got the search warrant. I mean, yes, the girls' bodies were found on his property, but he has a large property. Yes, 1,400 feet from his back door. I get it, but here, oh man, the work you did here just helps to just, center us all again.
Sure.
Yes. Okay. So that is Bridge Guy on the right, and we've got Chris on the left. So let's play it again, or continue.
And then here we've got just a ball cap now, and a rope this time, and a fanny pack. And I feel like I've recreated quite a lot closer, except the ball cap, the brim, if you want to pause it right here. The brim, as you can see, sticks out. To me, in my opinion, I don't think if it has a brim, it's not as long as a ball cap. It would be either no brim or just slight. I feel like the fanny pack does fit. I was on the hoodie side for a long time. Now that I got this brown fanny pack, I feel like I kind of recreated that. And so, and then obviously I've got the rope, which, I try all different objects, but people wanted me to try rope. So I felt like that kind of matched what looks like sticking out of his, his neck area.
Yeah. And I mean, you were also saying when I was on your show, you were getting hot in this outfit. And on that day, it was also unseasonably warm for them in Delphi. So he must have also been getting hot.
Yeah. So there was February, obviously, I think it's 40s. If I remember, I looked at it the other day. I think it was about 40s. So it'd been okay. He would have looked kind of, because like it's February, just been a little warmer day than typical. But yeah, for me, I did this last week and it was 80 degrees and I was, very uncomfortable.
Sweating, rope around your neck, which was cord, right? And with the fake gun, not scaring anyone. Wow. And welcome to all the new members. I see there's new members joining. Thank you so much. The more members I have, the more emojis I can make. You've got Dog the Bounty Hunter as an emoji, right?
I do.
Yeah, we've got Brian Inton now.
Oh, there you go.
We've got Brian Inton and Dexter. Anyway, I digress. So now,
Oh, I love Dexter.
yeah, Dexter's there too, and Fury, of course.
Mm.
Alrighty, so we see the side by side. Let us know in the chat if you agree that the baseball cap, the peak cap, it does definitely look longer than what Bridge Guy's wearing.
Yeah.
What is that hat called again? You called it. Someone said grandfather hat the other day, but like where it's got a shorter.
So, oh
peak?
gosh, I've heard people call so many things. So I've heard ivy cap, driver hat, yeah, grandfather hat. Yeah, it's kind of a more older style hat. I mean, but yeah.
Yeah.
But much,
Okay.
yeah, either some of them have no brim or some just have a short brim on them. And, yeah.
It's also good to look at. Is it really 1 second? I'm still like baffled. Is it 1 second of Bridge Guy footage they released?
Yes.
I mean,
48 frames. Sorry, guys. I was just grabbing just to show. Yeah, this is. Oops. It wants to stay in there. Okay, I got to get closer. But yeah, just either that or it had maybe just a slight. I don't know why it wants to do that. I got a virtual background.
Because it's green.
It doesn't work. Yeah.
The green screen's like, I know what to do.
Yes, you're right. Yep.
It does do it. So yeah, okay, but that makes sense. That's more like that hat. And I'm saying it's good to look at all 48 frames because in some frames, have you seen how it looks more like someone with hair? It looks kind of like hair, not like a cap.
Yes,
but that's like 1 or 2 frames. Yeah.
Yeah, and I've done that. Unfortunately, it's not in this because, like I said, I only shown about 10% what I filmed, and there'll be more footage coming out. So.
Exciting! I'll be excited to see lots more footage, and of course, you can share it here anytime.
Happy to.
Peaky Blinders hat. Peaky Blinders.
Oh, yeah, ever since I started, because I asked people what kind of hat should I go out and get, and I heard every name under the sun. I'm like, most of these names I've never even heard of. It's so funny.
Me neither. And now you have one. Alrighty, so let's continue to play this.
Okay, so here we've got the backwards ball cap with glasses.
Yeah.
I thought, let's see, can you tell if from that far away, if you can tell if the glasses? To me, I can see the brim of the glasses, and then obviously I've got the rope. I went back to the brown hoodie. Most of that, like I said, the rope kind of fits, but the glasses you can see. So I don't think he was wearing glasses, my opinion. And then I've got the gun in the top pocket.
Yes. Which this is why I paused it here, because I find it interesting that yes, on you we can see you're wearing glasses, but on Bridge Guy you can pretty much. I mean, we could say he doesn't have glasses on, so that already helps to debunk the Ron Logan thing a little bit because Ron Logan wears glasses, and the next day when they interviewed him, he had a huge mustache, which we'll get to. But for now, just look at the glasses. You can see. This guy right here, BG 2.0 right here, has got glasses on. And Bridge Guy, if you compare side by side, does not. But let us know in the chat if you agree. Okay.
And you can pause it. And so, so you can see the ball cap, like I said, doesn't look as correct because the ball cap obviously is got a different back to it than it's got kind of a more straight shape, whereas it's more oval with the ivy cap. You know what I mean? It's a little more.
Yes.
So it don't quite look right to BG's. And in my opinion, like I said, I don't think the gun is in the top pocket, but people wanted me, I'm trying all different kinds of positions, but so
which is great. Mikey's Mammy, you're a great supporter of the channel. Not sure where you're getting the flack from, but no one give Mikey's Mammy flack, okay? Also, Tom, the more I listen and dig into all suspects' voices, the more I think actually sounds like none of them. Possibly TK or SE, but none of the others. Right? That's the thing with this case. The more we dig, the rabbit holes we go down. Oh my word. And just like, it feels like the less you find. So let's hope that this case gets solved one day. Soon, actually. Okay, so we play this again.
Now this one, I've got the ivy cap again, the scarf, which I don't think looks right in my opinion. But the thing that I feel, in my opinion, is I've got the gun under the brown, the windbreaker, and
Yes.
I'm gonna brandish it. That's how I feel he approached the girls. So I tried that, and I feel like
Makes
that's kind
sense.
of closer. So yeah.
Makes sense. I can't. Sorry, I can't see what Copper Horse just did, but I'm assuming gifting memberships. Yes. Wow, Copper Horse, thank you so much. Gifting 20 Grizzly True Crime memberships.
Oh
So
my
20.
goodness.
Have you heard of this gifted membership thing?
I
20 lucky people at YouTube randomly assigns it. So if someone, you know, when you buy the super chat and sticker, you
uh-huh.
can choose now an option to buy gifted memberships. So
Oh
Copper Horse bought 20 Grizzly True Crime
wow,
memberships,
that's
and
so
so
sweet.
it'll just automatically assign it. And I hope you guys enjoy all the stuff,
That's
the emojis,
awesome.
the behind the scenes. So thank you so much. Okay, so back to this. Let's play it.
And then so yeah, here we are. So like I said, I feel like he's gonna brandish that, and then
Yes. Sorry, did I
dumpster
go?
that. No,
I think
you're
I went a bit
fine.
fast. Oh, there.
Oh,
Okay, okay.
oh no, that's a little far back.
My bad. My
Next one.
bad.
You're okay. I know I was doing the same thing. Yep. So this is so like I said, I've got the gun right under the windbreaker.
Yes.
And so that's how I feel like it, because to me it seems like his hand is slightly below his windbreaker.
It does seem so. It doesn't seem like in his jean pocket, like you were saying. It's like, yeah, slightly, well, above the fanny pack, if that's what that is, because it does look like one.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, slightly below the windbreaker. So that makes sense.
Yep. And so this one's basically the same thing, except now I have the gun in the pocket, and just to kind of look at it. So nothing else has changed, just the gun position. But like I said, it's not going to look right, in my opinion.
Yes.
So if you pause it, as you can see, it just doesn't look right.
No.
And to me, I feel like, yeah, it's either in the hoodie or fanny, or it's under the windbreaker.
I mean, it looks like he has a lot in his jacket, right? It's not just weight, right?
Yeah.
He's got stuff in there.
Yeah, that's something else I'll be filming as well. Putting some things under my jacket. So yeah.
Wow. Okay. Maybe even a change of clothes. We don't know what he had there. Damn. Okay.
So a lot of people requested this because a lot of people think it's just a hood. To me, I've done this many times. This is just one of probably 10 times brown hoodie, the windbreaker hoodie. I even got a windbreaker hoodie. To me, it does not look right, in my opinion. But
so some people think he's just wearing the hoodie on his head.
Yeah, I get that a lot, and I'm just here to show results, and you take it for what it's worth. But that's what I'm trying to do, is just help give you some perspective on what it would look like with using the same equipment and circumstances.
Yes.
So as you can see, to me, it don't really.
No, not even the color.
No.
Wow.
No. The windbreaker hoodie kind of a little bit, because it matches a little darker, but still it looks weird. So now I just got the ball cap straight, brown hoodie, the white rope. Once again, I've got it in the pockets. I got a little more pixelated because obviously I ran a pixelation filter. But once again, like I said, I was trying to recreate to see if I could get the pocket to look right, but to me, it just doesn't match up.
And just so everyone knows, you bought an iPhone 5, but you pixelated it because of, and we're going to discuss that, right? Like, why is it so pixelated on this 1 second
compression
video?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. So that is why you're saying it's pixelated. You added that effect so that you can not only have the phone that would have filmed it, but then also get the same type of look of the video, and then you figured out why. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just exaggerate it.
That's my cousin Nick. He's the one filming.
Just exaggerate it.
Just exaggerate it. So now I've got the gun in the hoodie pocket, which to me doesn't quite match up. Kind of, but
yeah,
it don't. And then the rope again.
Yeah, that looks interesting. Look at it. The rope. Oh my word.
The rope matches. Sorry, I
Yeah.
didn't have time to put all of them side by side, but I did the Ron Logan one. This one, I thought it came really close. Okay, this is the only time with the scarf. The only thing that I did was, instead of having the scarf around my neck, is I just kind of stuffed it, and I had the loop kind of just hanging out like that, because it's really been, other than using rope, it's been really hard to recreate that thing that kind of is near his neck, the white.
Yes.
And then
the thing is, oh, sorry.
Oh, and then
Go
I was
ahead.
just saying, I've got the gun under the hoodie, or under
Oh,
the
yeah.
windbreaker. So, yep.
For me, the way that you're zigzagging, which is for the light, I understand
Yes.
that, but it really triggered a thought, because they're alluding to this guy being almost like a serial killer type because of the signatures supposedly, and just the things he did and how he left those girls and things they say about him. It sounds almost like they're describing this elusive serial killer, which makes sense also if they haven't caught him yet, because those guys can be smart sometimes. But it reminds me, when you're zigzagging, when I've studied serial killers and written those books on them, they're so often high or drunk when they're committing their crimes.
Oh, yeah.
So I just felt like, imagine if he was walking on the bridge towards them like that, which would have maybe made Libby think, oh my word, look at this guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Imagine
Possible.
if he's like zigzagging and whistling or something, that would like creep them out immediately. So
yeah,
just a thought, everyone. Share your thoughts in the chat too. Okay, here we go. Yeah.
And sorry, like I said, I didn't have time to put all the side by sides. Okay, so now I've got it in the hoodie. Oh no, fanny pack. So this one, I've got the fanny pack. Like I said, I was on the side of the hoodie, but this fanny pack that I bought, I was really able to really recreate the same look as the hoodie. So now I'm on the fence when it comes to that. And then the scarf's wrapped around my neck. Like I said, even though it doesn't look like it, I tried to adjust it different ways, even though it doesn't really look like it. But I did. I tried every type of way to wrap a scarf around your neck and film, and it just did not look the way it shows up on BGs.
And you know what's good about seeing you reenact this is just almost how, I know it's not easy, but like how easy it is to dress like Ron Logan, because I know they're like, oh my word, but Ron Logan was wearing the blue jacket and the next day, but like, why would he do that? Question number one. But also, the guy might have known about Ron Logan and the community and might have on purpose, well, I think he did on purpose, speculatively, dressed just like him, right?
It's quite possible.
Wow. Unless it's just totally ironic, or that's like Delphi dress code.
That's what I've heard. I've heard, that's been in my comments. That's the jeans and stuff. But, all of that combined together is a little suspicious.
Right.
Can't rule it out. But, so here I've got the gun in the fanny pack. And, I thought I kind of recreated it a little bit closer. And I think what's coming up is the Ron Logan. I think I've got the approach how I think. So if you play it, I think this. Okay, this is one more. So you can go ahead and play this one, because I think this one's really not as important, because we did this. The next clip's important. So this one, just play it. Okay, and then a hoodie again, because like I said, I get so many people with the hoodie. I tried zigzagging, really trying to recreate it, but to me, it don't look right. Okay, now we got the Ron Logan, because we...
Yes.
So
can I play it? This is what it looked like the next day. This was February 14th, right?
Yes. So he's got the mustache. I literally got Gorilla Glue. I don't have my fake mustache right now, but I put a fake white mustache on my face and went at it.
Okay.
Oh, and glasses, of course.
And then you had to rip that off.
Yes.
Ouch.
Without taking my face off.
Okay. I just want to see, someone commented here about this dress code. It's a dress code for an older guy. When I lived in Indiana, we didn't dress like that unless it was very cold. You see leaves on trees, so it isn't winter. Everything was intentional. Okay. Thank you for your comments. Okay, let's continue on here. Ron with his full mustache.
So as you can clearly see, and I'm 75 feet out right now. I've got glasses and the white mustache, the blue windbreaker, the brown hoodie, and I got the rope. But from right there, you can clearly see. And I'm sure if I even did a shade darker, it would still. But I'm going to do that just because I know people are, may not be convinced. So I am going to get a slight shade darker. But in my opinion, you can clearly see the mustache.
Yeah, you can definitely see it here.
And so I kind of move my head up, look at different angles.
Mm-hmm. Now let's see where
But
yeah, no.
Don't think so. But that's just my research for you guys to, make your own decisions.
I know they say he walks like Ron Logan. I mean, he kind of does, but his legs look somewhat proportionally shorter, right? Not?
Yeah, I don't think this guy's any more than 5'8", 5'9". I think Ron Logan, I'm not sure his exact height. I got to look at it. But
Texas Troy, as an older man, I can attest to this dress code. No. Oh, okay. Thank you. So damn, I would love to go to Delphi. Honestly, Grizzly, can you get me there? And then Chris, can you meet me there? Can we walk the bridge?
I'd be happy to.
Like, whoa, to actually go there and do our best to figure this out.
Oh yeah, you might have to carry me across, but
right? We give you a shot of something so you can really reenact it.
There you go.
Wow. Oh my word. Okay, so I can see here, even if he had like a scarf or the neck gaiter up here to say, if people said he's hiding the mustache, you can still see he doesn't have one. Sometimes it feels like you could just see his face in a way with no scarf over it, but he doesn't have one.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So that was for me was the biggest debunking you did, was like, whoa, obviously we all argue with these fine, sometimes when you go in the rabbit hole, we argue about fine details. But if you just take a step back and go, okay, wait, Ron Logan was interviewed the next day, or on the day that the girls were found on his property. And yes, dressing very similarly, but there's that huge mustache. You can't grow that in one day.
No, and don't forget, he said down the hill.
Yeah, he said down the hill, higher.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was a bit put on to make it on purpose very much down the hill. But at that point, he didn't hear the audio.
Yeah.
So that's true. Good point. Good point. He didn't listen to the audio, then try and say it differently. Oh, man. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
Wow. Yes. It just clicked now. I'm like, wait. Why would he be? Because when I played it, we were all like, oh, my word, but he's saying it on purpose differently. No, it was like the next day. Wow.
I think that might have been a different interview when he said down the hill.
Maybe he's done a few.
Now that I'm thinking back, because he did multiple interviews. Okay. Yeah, so because that's what. Yeah. So because I thought I better correct you because now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I think that was after it was released because that's kind of why he did it. He's like
true. Okay, but then maybe he had heard it.
It's true. That's still
These
true.
Rabbit holes. These rabbit holes, people. You can see we get all mixed up in it. I mean, all day, even today, I'm just watching all these things. It's just like there's so much in every case, but this case is particularly interesting because there's a video clip, there's audio, there's apparently DNA, there's maybe the suspicion of leaked text, right? You call them the
two sketches that completely look different. Oh, guy.
Two sketches, wow. And it's just such a mystery. Oh my gosh. Okay, but here I can definitely say, that doesn't look like Bridge Guy's got a mustache, right?
At least a white one.
Now, what did they say? Ron Logan was petrified of heights. You couldn't have forced him by gun onto that bridge.
Interesting.
But he lived there. Did he not walk the bridge ever? Do you know this or not?
I don't. I'd have to research that. I'm not sure on that.
That's interesting. Cat lover, how do we know this? Wow, imagine that.
Yeah.
That also helps, yep.
Interesting.
Okay. So continue play.
3, 2.
Okay. This is just one more as Ron Logan, but I've got the backwards ball cap. Just different accessories, just to kind of seeing. Like I said, I'm zigzagging, trying to get different looks, just to see if the mustache kind of fades into the pixels. But no, it is.
No.
You can clearly see it.
Oh.
Okay, now this one is unpixelated because I think I kind of forgot to mention, but so one of the things I realized early on, once I got the iPhone 5, is after doing these reenactments, is I'm like, looking back on it, I'm like, okay, well, my quality is fine. Why is the video so compressed? And obviously we'll get into that in a minute. But so what I had to do to recreate that is, so all these previous ones that we were watching, I ran a pixelation filter, which kind of adds these little blocks, you know, to make it a little, croppy or blurry to recreate that BG clip. But here is me tone down the pixelation. And this is how, in my opinion, how I think he approached the girls. So if you want to play the clip, and this is me with the gun under the jackets, and I'm about to brandish it. And to me, I think this is what's about to happen.
So trigger warning for anyone, especially if anyone's had type of incidents, if someone pulled a gun on you or you've got PTSD about it, it's Nerdy Bunny time. So put the bunny emoji. We're going to be showing. This is Nerdy Bunny, trigger warning.
And you got emojis, you updated them.
Yeah, I've got the emojis too. So we're showing the bunny, put the bunny in just to warn people that there will be, Chris is going to like pull a gun out now. You know, it's not a real gun, but just in case it gives anyone some kind of flashbacks or something. Okay, let's play it.
So this is just a theory, but I feel like there's a possibility that the video would have started, you know, just pretending I'm 70 feet away, somewhere about right now, and this is what happened.
Yes.
Just a thought, theory, but
so do you think that at that point, let's say if the video didn't stop, they're just not showing us more of the video. Right, so that she might have put it in her pocket then, Libby, filming and then putting it in her pocket. But at this point, maybe they're not showing us this. Why do you think they're not showing us this?
Evidence, prosecution.
Right.
Because then some nut comes in and says, oh, hey, I killed the girls. I know that there was a gun used. And yeah, and that happens in cases all the time because they read stuff in the media, and then so that's why they keep that stuff out. But I think after 5 years, I think a lot of people agree that, you know, if there's more to this clip and him in this video, they should release it.
Even what type of gun and how he holds the gun and all of that. Kind of stuff. Yeah.
Someone could recognize it. If
look how we went with Brian Laundrie and the gun. You know, the focus was so on the gun. So I understand why you say, well, this is at the point which they wouldn't show us, because in the Gabby Petito case, we all got hyper focused on the gun. Like, what gun did Brian have, and what did he? You know, when they found that gun as well in Fort DeSoto, it was like, could it have been his gun and all that kind of stuff. Wow. So maybe that is why, because then, speculations would go wild if they showed it to us. So that's a good point. That's a good theory.
Yeah. Like I said, this is just to help people, guys, give you guys a, what it looked like. I'm not trying to say this is what happened. This is just to give people, a perspective of what's the possibilities.
One angle to look at.
Yeah. Yep.
One of many. Yes. Exploring them all with a lot of passion. And I mean, wow, you spent your own money to literally go. You invested in all the outfits, the iPhone 5, the everything to do this. So, I really like that you did that. Thank you for doing that for all of us. Damn. It's really
there's
really
a
good
lot
work.
more to come. Like I said, that is like 5% of what.
Wow. Can't wait to see it. So here, this I also found so interesting. And if you guys are wondering why I keep saying this, I was literally on Chris's show 2 days ago. So that is what I'm talking about. So go watch that as well, and give that video a thumbs up too. So we already went through this, but I could just see there weren't all that many Grizzlies in the house over there. So I thought, let's do it over here as well and discuss it. So this I found very interesting too. So what is going on here?
Okay, so obviously, clearly, there's something wrong because, like I said, when I look back at my videos, I'm like, okay, why is my videos got great, decent quality, and Bridge Guy is got so much compression or blurriness? I guess let's use the word blurriness. And so clearly, there's like one of a few options that could have happened. One, the phone was retrieved. Well, we know the phone was retrieved by the crime scene. But we don't know the condition. One, she could have used just her camera on the phone to film it, and somehow it was corrupted. I think that's unlikely. Two would be, which is I think more probable, is that she had sent it to the iCloud. Now, what happens is when stuff gets sent to the iCloud, to save storage space, it compresses files, videos, photos. When you send it to the cloud, it typically will compress the quality. That way you can just, upload a bunch of stuff, and the compression causes the size of the video tremendously down. And so when doing that, if you retrieve that photo or video and you don't retrieve it, the original, because there's as well, when you play it a little bit more, one of the problems that people have that I found when doing research from the cloud is they ask, like, well, why when I retrieve my video or photo, it's got this, bad quality? And it's because they didn't click a certain setting, which is basically the setting allows the video to uncompress, and it gets its original file back. Mm-hmm. And so I think a possibility is if it did get sent up to the iCloud, that this button wasn't clicked or something, and so we've got a compression issue, and that's a possibility.
That makes sense. So it's kind of like a setting, which I guess would also save space. If you would have to enable the highest quality stuff to be uploaded if you wanted that, because it would take up so much space. I guess will be, take more time to upload or whatever. So it makes sense that the default could have been lower quality, and that's what they found on the cloud.
Mm-hmm.
Carry on.
Oh, I was going to say, then just the third option is Snapchat, and but that's something I got to do a little more research on. But there is like, if say the Wi-Fi is kind of bad, it can cause that blurriness, but it's not compression, so that's why I still need to do a little bit more research on that.
Yes, that makes sense. Me too. I don't use Snapchat, so
I don't either. Yeah.
I heard you had a call in today, and Jennifer was on the show and telling us all. I mean, I was like, damn, she knows a lot about Snapchat. Yes, exactly. Especially how things have changed over the years and how it would have been then. That was very interesting as well as a theory. Thank you, Tom. I think he's 5'10", but 5'11" with boots. I'm good at judging height because it seems to be a topic I talk a lot with other people, because I'm 6'8". Dang.
Whoa, Tom.
Wow, whoa, Tom, 6'8".
Goodness gracious. I hope that isn't a typo.
Yeah, are you really 6'8"? Oh my word. 5'10", 5'11" with boots. Okay. Wow. Okay. So yeah, this pixelation makes sense, because I always wondered, why is it so? And people speculate it's law enforcement, I don't know, hiding things, pixelating things, tampering with it, but I'm not sure why they would do that. That would be a huge red flag to me if they did do that. That would be very much not useful. Okay, so let's continue on. Oh.
So this is just the, so it says at the top here, we are happy to help the issue you're having with the quality of your iCloud photos and / videos. If you turn on download originals, iCloud photos or videos keeps your original full resolution photos and videos in the iCloud on your device. Check out that section if you need more device storage. So basically they're just saying, you got to make sure you click that setting. If not, you're sending the stuff and it's getting compressed, and then when you go to retrieve it and you don't click that setting, you get that compression.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Wow, good find as well. Tom says yes, 6'8".
Wow.
Damn,
I'm 6'3", and I have trouble ducking everywhere, hitting my head on everything. I can't imagine 6'8". That is crazy.
Imagine it. Wow, guys. Okay. Oh my word. More people are sending in gifts. Thank you, everyone. Whoever's sending membership gifts and all sorts of things. Thank you so much. It helps, of course, support me as well. We love seeing new members, and then you can use all those emojis. Go wild. Okay. We need a mob crew one, actually, at some point, right? A mob. What did someone say? A mob of grizzlies, right?
Yes.
If we combine our communities, it's a mob of grizzlies.
Mob of grizzlies. I love it.
Oh, man.
Okay, so if you want to pause it real quick, and I'll explain. Okay, so like I said, a lot of people think, to go back to the scenario of Abby and Libby on the bridge. So what's going on is that Libby's filming. Abby's just to the left of her, but kind of in front of her, and I kind of showed you that there's this black thing that kind of comes across the screen. for a second. And
Yes.
that's, supposedly Abby's like shirt or coat, just kind of pops in there. So I thought, okay, well, maybe that could have caused this compression look or blurriness. And so what I did, and this was actually yesterday in the backyard. So that's why you got Grizzly under your bed.
Oh man, the monster is a grizzly. What? Okay. Anyway.
So what I did, I don't have my hanger on it anymore. Do I have it? Oh, I do. Okay, cool. So I went in the backyard.
Yeah.
And I had my cousin Nick stand out 75 feet away. And then I brought a shirt in. Oh, of course, is it going to show? Okay, so I put a shirt, and I'm the one filming, and I've got it at an angle like Libby had. And I put the shirt across the camera. And so you can go ahead and play it if you'd like, please.
Okay. Sorry, I was going to write this down. I want to miss. Thank you so much for your full 49-pound super
ahead.
sticker. And you said, hi, Chris and Gisela. What's the extension of the file? You could unpack it. We don't have the file, right? What do you mean? What's the extension? Do you know what this means?
What is the extension of the file? You could unpack it. Oh, I'm thinking, so she's assuming wherever this, the file of the BG. Yeah, I have no idea. Only law enforcement. Yeah.
Exactly.
You have no idea where exactly.
Okay, so what you're about, sorry, you explained, I was a little bit like looking at all this, but you were explaining that little, it's just for a moment, like something comes.
Yeah, something comes into the camera.
Yeah.
And that's apparently Abby's shirt or coat. And so I thought, okay, well, maybe because I get a lot of requests or suggestions saying, oh, well, the reason why it's blurry is it's out of focus. And as a matter of fact, my live that I did today, I literally talked about the difference between pixelation, out of focus, and compression. There's three different looks. Pixelation is blocky. Focus is like orby, that's even a word, and compression is a mix of the two, kind of, but it's more like you've got these spotches, I guess blurry would be kind of, I guess, but yes.
Yeah.
So anyway, so here I'm in my backyard last night or yesterday, and so I'm recording. That's Nick, my cousin.
And the chicken, does he have a name?
Oh, the chicken, that is, I'm not sure which one that is. That might be, oh gosh, I forget the name of it. That's, Bok.
Nick.
Yeah.
Nick,
so anyway.
Okay.
So Bok's getting her 5 minutes of fame. And so is Nick. So anyway, I've got, so go ahead and play it if you'd like.
Okay.
So you can see what's going on. So I'm trying to cause this out of focus, but as you can see, Nick doesn't, you'll see the light kind of come off for a minute, like go bright, but you still just see Nick. And I try different angles, but as you see, it don't cause that compression look, the blurry. Once in a while you get kind of like a bright flash. Yes. But like I said, I tried it fast. I tried it slow. I tried to keep it in there to see if it would try to adjust onto the shirt. But as you can see, Nick is just, you can see he's got his glasses on from 75 feet away. And you don't get that compression look. Just for those that would not be convinced on the compression. So that's the experiment for there, is that I just, like I said, there's many more I'm going to be doing. But,
even here, when I pause it, you can't see that compression look, because you say, look at that. It's like,
that was perfect. That was perfect.
Whoa.
Yeah, the only thing it does is sometimes causes the brightness on it to kind of like readjust.
Yes.
But yeah.
Okay. The dogs
are the dogs are fighting. Yeah. So there's Maggie and Stanley.
Cute.
But yeah, I'm just kind of, and then like I said, I kind of move around. I think at one time I kind of caused it to get slightly out of focus, but other than that, Nick is just in there. I kind of walk close, and I kind of walk back. And I kind of walk to the right, see if the sun catches different angles. Like I said, all helps to do different angles, but don't recreate that thing, the blurriness, the compression. So
Ooh,
As said,
good point to pause it there.
yeah.
Someone is asking. Now I missed the question. Chat is flying. It was something about could she? Oh yeah. Thank you for your question, Momicus Graph. Could she have been shaking while trying to video the guy?
So as you've seen in there, I was actually kind of moving the camera. I will try that and see, but obviously then they would if that was happening with the BG, you would actually kind of see that. That would be really hard to take that 48 frames if the camera is being shaken.
Yeah.
So I don't think so, but I can always try it, but I don't think so.
And just for orientation purposes, they're saying now that Abby was on Libby's right. What would you say to that? I think she was. Okay, you say. Thank you, Leah.
Well, the black thing comes from the left.
Yeah.
So no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Unless it's a mirrored image, unless it's a mirrored video, then
Dang,
yes.
Imagine that. Yeah, imagine
but
that.
But no, that wouldn't make sense because you can actually see platform 5 on the left.
Yes. Yeah.
So no, it's not a mirrored image.
So she would be on the left then. That's her jacket.
Yeah, Abby would be on the left.
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
They say they set up a video reenactment on the bridge and it showed Abby on Libby's right. Well, this is another reenactment, right?
Oh,
and also figuring out from the platforms.
And sometimes we make mistakes when we do reenactment. I made tons of mistakes the first time I did it. So maybe they just focused on something else and didn't, the girls or the actors. So that's,
Stephanie, let us know what you think it is. We're interested in everyone's thoughts, so feel free to drop your thoughts in the live chat. Let's see what's next on your video. Ooh. Okay, what have we got going on here?
Oh, are we on to the audio? Oh, this is just showing the black thing. So as you come in. So this was explained supposedly to a certain content creator who talked to some people that actually saw the full clip. So that's supposedly how we learned what that was. And that makes sense. And I'll be able to show that. So I'll be able to recreate.
I'm trying to pause it.
I can recreate that. So just give me some time, but
see, I'm trying to do it. Just trying to pause it at the right moment. It's so quick when they. Oh man, it's so quick.
Yeah, it is. It's 2 frames. 2 frames.
Yeah. Wow.
So yep.
Gosh. Okay, that makes sense. Someone says I thought it was pixelated because she zoomed in when she took the video. Ooh, it's voice time. Okay.
So I just wanted to show the difference between what it'd sound like me saying "guys down the hill" with an iPhone and just doing some different experiments. So here I just showed the guys part because to me, I think the phone probably was still out when he said guys. And then I think clearly down the hill, she's probably either got in her pocket or down by her side. So anyway, I saw somebody mention that since it's a bridge and it's high up, you would get the wind factor. And then plus you've got the creek acting like as a wind tunnel, even though it's not like, super windy.
True.
It'll still create that airflow and you'll get that. And if anybody knows from high altitude, it's just kind of how air gets thinner as it gets higher.
Yep.
So
and faster. Yes, wind speed going up a little bit. So that could be that's what now we're comparing sound. Okay, so everyone turn your sound up. Let's listen carefully.
Guys.
So as you can hear,
guys.
So as you can hear with him say guys, you hear this in the background. With me, when I say guys, it sounds like me saying guys. Yes. So then I'm gonna play some wind. So go ahead.
Okay.
That might be a little bit stronger,
guys.
So.
So
as you can, it kind of matches up. Not saying that's what it is, but I'm,
it could be
options. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it could be.
Guys.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
The distortion of it could be the wind from up there. Mm-hmm. And I mean, imagine if the phone was at that point, of course, in her pocket. I mean, the pocket, the wind, and then now you're going to do the down the hill with the gravelly type sound.
Yeah, so then I think a few more people know about Down the Hills. Clearly, so at the end of the bridge, there is gravel,
Yes.
and so clearly you hear a different type. So between Guys and Down the Hill, you hear two different types of distortion noise, I guess you could call it. The second one is believed to be the gravel. You got three people walking on the gravel, and him saying Down the Hill, and that's what's causing that kind of distortion. So
Yes.
you want to play?
Yes.
Guys.
So you can hear like footsteps. You can actually hear the footsteps. You really listen to it. You can hear.
Yes.
It's almost the sound when it comes in. It's almost the same as a pace of somebody walking.
It sounds like gravel, even at some points, it's a little bit like water, huh? Which is a scary thought, but I think it's gravel. Now you're doing that, yeah.
So and this is the gravel. This is at the end of the bridge.
Yes.
So this is where he would have caught up to him and started escorting him.
Yes.
So I'm playing a sound effect of somebody walking on gravel.
Down the hill. Down the hill.
Now this is without the sound effect.
Yes.
And in
Down
his
the
pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Down the hill.
Now with the gravel.
Down the hill.
Now, the one thing I just realized earlier today is what I need to do. So I'm going to do this again. Is I was just thinking, you know what? There's two other people because I only did this with me and him. And actually, the gravel is actually only one person walking. So what I need to do is I need to get three people walking on gravel. And I think that will really recreate that when I say Down the hill and add in that. Yeah, because it still kind of sounds light. So I think when you got three people walking on the gravel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So you're still going to do that?
Oh,
right. Yeah, cool. It's not even part of this. Is like 5% of what you've done, and then you're still going to do more as well. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. So this.
But yeah, you can hear the kind of the gravel sound, in my opinion. So yeah.
Yes. This is a good one. Chris even has a deeper voice for a man, but you can tell he's a young guy. This particular voice on the video sounds like a much older man. Okay. Yes. And they're saying that.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, they're just saying the audio of the bridge guy sounds really close to the mic, but I think it was quite enhanced when they released it, right? So we can hear the words.
Yeah, I am. Yep. So yeah, I'm going to do an audio video. Yep.
Okay.
And play with that as well.
Yes. Okay, what's it? Oh, the clients. This was the whole thing, guys. You remember us discussing this at length as well? And as Neville's True Crime says, we creeped on the creeper. I saw one of his videos. It's on my feed, but it's from 2 months ago. And he's like, creeping on the creeper. I'm like, I've done that. I've also creeped on the creeper, lurking his page and seeing what's going on. So in this picture is Tony Klein on the left and Kagan Klein, obviously when he was younger, on the right. And you know, a lot of people have said to me, no, Matt, they're not linked to the case, but of course they are, because they use the tip email and the number. That's how
they put the tip line for any information with Snapchat, Instagram, with the Anthony Shots account. Yep.
Yes, so that is how we know it's, even in the early stage when they just said, if anyone's been in contact with the Anthony Shots account, you know, please contact these tip lines. And they were like, whoa, these are the tip lines literally for this case. Why do you think they call it the Delphi case? Someone asked me that the other day. I found it quite an interesting question because, you know, normally it's like, let's say the Gabby Petito case or the Abby and Libby case. But in this one, we call it the Delphi case. It's quite interesting.
You know, it used to be called the Snapchat murders.
Yeah. People argue that. They argue that. They're like, no, it wasn't. I'm like, yes, it was.
Yeah, and it was originally called the Snapchat murders. That's when I first heard about it. And yeah, it's weird. Maybe Snapchat had something to do with it. They're like, hey, this makes us look bad. Can you change that?
Maybe that could be it. Even though we have lots of Tinder horror stories too, Tinder murders and Tinder things, and YouTubers gone wild too. Oh my word. But anyway, so that's how they got linked to the case. And of course, Kegan is sitting in jail right now, facing a whole bunch of charges. Tony's still working at Chrysler, am I right? He's still there, working, doing his thing, living in the community.
Yeah. Wow. As far as I know, yep.
Yeah, so okay, so we're just gonna talk about them a little bit. I can't remember what's on the slide, but let's just have a look.
Oh yeah. There's another picture.
Especially, we're going to talk about the BG speculations of could either of them be the bridge guy, right? Based on weight, height.
Yeah. So as you can see in all the pictures, you see Tony being taller than his son.
Yes.
But yet, when Keegan was booked, he was booked at 6'1". But then I did research, and for those that may not know, when you get booked into jail and stuff, when it comes to jail, they just go off either the ID or whatever you tell them. So
yes,
you can, because Garrett Kirks was booked at like 3 different counties, and he's got like 3 different heights, different eye color. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Thank you so much, Stephanie. Law enforcement put out a video of a figure with a blurred face. Chris's research is helping rule things out and in.
Thank
Much
you,
appreciation.
Stephanie.
Very nice. Yeah, a figure with a blurred face. Rule things out and in. Yes. Okay.
So as you see, he's clearly tall.
He's tall. Well, here it looks tall. And as you said, when we creep on the creep, well, that's what I said. But when we're talking about it, it's like he always looks taller than everyone around him. So he's a pretty tall dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So he definitely would, in my opinion, as well, be taller than what Bridge Guy looks, right?
I would say, in my opinion, I think he's either 6 or 6'1".
Yeah.
So this is, So
yeah, I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah. So here we got Tony giving the piggyback ride. Then we have, I don't think we ever got the name, but the half sister, who has got the broken left foot, which was caused by Tony. Maybe if you want to share that story do you want to share the story?
Is that when he chased her with a BB gun, right? And then she was trying to run away and climb up a tree and fell down?
Yes.
Is it that one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Horrible. I mean, wow. I mean, she was so young. How old was she? She was young, under the age of 10.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, Claire, she looks
so scared because he's just run. He really liked that hunting vibe, run. And she's running for her life, climbed up a tree, fell down and broke a leg. So shame. Yeah, here she's got the cast on.
And then in the middle is Kagan, and on the back end is Bart, who did an interview with the murder sheet. And obviously that's where we kind of learned how bad Tony was when it comes to marital and parental.
Very so I think warning. We both, very trigger warning. We both covered that as well on our individual channels. So go check that out because I myself deep dived Tony, how bad of a dude is he? And he's a pretty violent guy. I mean, this, I always get this wrong. Is it stepbrother or half brother of Kegan?
Half.
Half brother. Sometimes I say stepbrother, but half brother. I mean, whoa.
Share the same mother. So, yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
Wow. So, I mean, just the violence he experienced as well. And what he shared on the Murder Sheet podcast, that was very triggering.
Yeah, it was very touching. Yeah. And just
horrible story. I mean, Tony here, he looks, you wouldn't know, but I mean, you wouldn't know, he looks to me almost like Gacy here, You just don't know. Sometimes they look a certain way. You just don't know what they could be up to behind closed doors. That's scary.
So true.
Wow. Okay, I'm continuing on. Wow. All right.
So so I just because I've seen, I was talking about how I'd seen, when the clients came out, all the information when it first came out, people are matching their faces up, which was obviously law enforcement says that's a no. Don't be matching faces up with the sketches. And we saw that happen. And in my opinion, I don't really think they match up. I mean, you could take certain aspects, but when you try to match them up without cropping their head, they don't match up, in my opinion, at all.
Isn't it so, to me, still the sketches feel so useless because Doug Carter always says, Well, just remember that a sketch is not a photograph. Like, we know that. You don't need to tell us that. We know. A
Yeah.
sketch is not a photograph. Okay. But when he says, as you played the clip yesterday or 2 days ago, when I was on your show, when he's like, put them together, then you drop the sketch and the killer will be behind them. I mean, it just feels like also to release sketches and say, don't match them up. Understand, you don't want to dox people
Yeah.
and say, this is definitely the guy because it could ruin their lives.
Yes.
But it's kind of weird to say, like, don't do a side by side. Like, what are we supposed to do with it?
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Especially when they're so different.
Mm-hmm.
What? But if it's going to be a blend of the two, and Doug Carter was saying in that one interview, he doesn't think it's more than one person.
Yeah.
And then they asked him, are you going to blend? Are you going to make a composite of the two of them at some point? He's like, nope, no plans of that. That's so interesting. This whole strategy. I really hope, as he always says, well, you don't know. You don't know what we know. And one day you're going to know what we know. And I'm like, I really hope so.
I do too. I really hope that I think when it comes down to DNA, because obviously they say they had DNA way back in the day and it's kind of slimmed down over the years and they really don't talk about it as much, but they did admit back in the day.
Yes.
I think now it just kind of comes down to each individual who believes who was saying it. But I in my heart, I believe there's DNA. I think that's just what it comes down to. And let's just hope that just like some kind of familial, enhancement in DNA technology will catch up to him.
I really hope so. I mean, the Golden State Killer wasn't caught for years and years and years. And then he got caught because of, what was it? It's like Ancestry.com, like a DNA.
Yeah.
What's it called? Like a DNA site. That's how he got caught as well. So maybe that's what they're waiting for. Just that one piece. When he says that one piece, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So I want to take their faces off the screen now. We're tired of looking at them.
So I think then I did some arguments. We could this is just
they're good arguments. Go for it.
Oh yeah. So anyway, I just as far as the climb, because yes, his voice does sound like it. But other than that, I think I've got him estimated at somewhere between 5'10" and 6 feet. I think maybe 5'10", 5'11". We Bridge Guy is believed to be between 5'6", 5'10", 180 to 220. But he's Kagan is well over 200. He's 240. He was 275 apparently when he was booked in 2020, I believe. So I just don't think he fits the profile, in my opinion.
I wonder what they have to do with this case. You know what I mean? Like, what is it? Is it really just a distraction? Do they have something to do with it besides obviously the Anthony Shots account?
Oh, right.
There's someone else. You know what I mean? Like if they're kind of talking about the Anthony Shots account, which Kagan admitted to making, then is it really a group that has access to the account?
That's a great possibility. That's how it could be all connected. And
why can't they find him? And that's where I say VPN could be their worst enemy right there. Because someone was saying in your chat the other day, but they got all the evidence from Kagan's phone. Yeah, from his physical phones. He had all the stuff on. But if they had VPN ends on with this profile and over the years they finally found out, oh my word, this Anthony Shots one. I don't know. It's interesting of who. It could be a whole group because these sickos that do the stuff that these two
do have a ring. Yeah, usually they run in, a group because then they share this stuff. So yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much, Leah. Thank you so much. Alrighty, for your super sticker. Sorry if I missed anything, guys. I hope I'm not missing anything. Welcome again to new members. Thank you, Copper Horse and others that have. I didn't notice who did it, but I'll look afterwards. Thank you so much for sponsoring memberships and things like that. That's really awesome. Okay, so yeah, King Klein, they say his weight hasn't changed much, and this is confirmed by two different friends that knew him. Yeah, doesn't look like Bridge Guy, right? Also, he looks too young, right? Even the sketch, the younger sketch, that doesn't look like.
Yeah, that's 2017. So if people are wondering, I believe that picture is 2017, just before Vegas, I believe. So or after, I think it's 2017. So this is because some people are like, well, he could have lost weight. Well, this picture, is from
like
around that time.
Growing a mustache.
So I don't think so.
Yeah. Thank you, Doodleback Lori, for your $5 super sticker. And yes, welcome to all the new members. So, I mean, they are shady characters for sure.
Yes.
He had a lot of terrible things on his devices. He is sitting in jail. So that's that. And he did create the Anthony Shots account, which was known to communicate with Libby. So that is all interesting, as well as the dates that they said he was in Vegas and they went to Vegas, and both of them lying on Facebook and all that. It's very interesting, but it still just feels such a mystery.
Oh yeah.
Like, imagine if it's 2 sketches and then these 2 guys, and behind all of that, there's actually the
gosh.
killer.
Oh,
Like,
gosh.
wow, it's like triple layered.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Damn. Let's not give the like Patricia Burns, let's not give the like button PTSD, please. Oh my word. Creative, yes. But let's not give anyone PTSD. It's terrible, terrible thing. All right. Let's I think that's you've still got something. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Then you can just play. So this is just looking at their sizes, matching up. Like I said, I think Tony Klein clearly, I think is, or not clearly, but in my opinion, looks much taller than BG.
Yes. He does look a lot taller than him, yeah. And then his son looks a lot chubbier than BG.
And then I just put his estimated from 5'10" to, it should be 6'1", but I think he's somewhere in the 6 feet. Because clearly he's taller than his son.
Yes.
And then his weight is, I'm not 100% sure, so I kind of just threw in, 2 to 250.
Yes. Okay. And Tony Klein approximately 5'11", according to Ken Klein, during a police interview in 2020.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Is the next slide the next case? The missing person's case? No.
Keep going. Oh, just the voice. I just talked about the voice because it was interesting that Kagan did sound kind of like the voice. He did, kind of.
Yeah.
And then for those who may not have heard, we've found a clip of Tony Klein's voicemail, and even from Bart's interview, the Steps half son, excuse me.
Yes.
He said that the Tony's got a way soft voice. Does not sound anything like the Bridge Guy audio.
But yeah, he was like, yep, it does actually sound like Kagan.
Yeah, well, he was. Yeah, he paused. He was like, "Ooh."
Yeah, I think it like hit him there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it does actually sound like him. Oh my word. So Anna said law enforcement is protecting something for trial in the audio. Leslie says BG only said what we've heard. Must be something the girls said. Did they vaguely remember him? Ooh. Imagine that. Damn. Kelsey said Libby and Abby's friends hadn't heard about the Anthony Shots account until she asked them about it. Okay. Interesting. Wow.
Yeah, because we know the Anthony Shots account was in contact with Libby's friend, I believe, first, and had quite a conversation. And then he got in contact with Libby. I think she was like, oh, hey, Libby's friend was like, oh, hey, I'm talking to this cute guy. And so she shared that with Libby. And then that's how they,
Yes. Okay. We continue on.
And this is just some reasons why and why not. Because the reason why I did this is because I think 3 weeks ago, the last time I really talked about the Kleins, because I'd been doing polls, and I don't know how about your polls, but my polls, when I asked if anybody thinks one of the Kleins are responsible, it was like 70%.
The same.
So there's still a lot of people that believe one of the Kleins were the killer. So I thought I would just bring up a list. So some good reasons why it could be them. They were living 30 minutes from Delphi. Their alibi is not the best because apparently they were watching WWE, but that was on a Monday. WrestleMania was on a Sunday, although they could have recorded it. Tony was a hunter and abusive towards women. Keegan admitted he was chatting with one of the girls prior to the murder. Tony was considered a peeping Tom. And one of the big ones is Kagan on his Facebook post posted that he was becoming a blackjack dealer in Vegas on the day of the murders.
Exactly.
So that was
red
weird.
Flag.
Yeah, that was like an alibi, so that was really weird.
Yeah.
So
yes,
and then
failed his polygraph. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And then some good reasons why not is even though they have an alibi, it's weak. Kagan has always been indoors and not considered the outdoors type, which we heard through Bart interview. Neither one, in my opinion, matches up to the description of the sketches, even though we know sketches aren't accurate. They're about 9% accurate. So I guess we always go off the sketches. Keegan was even told by law enforcement that they do not believe he's the killer. Keegan's MO does not fit with the end results of the crime. So I say that because I would think there would be some essay,
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
And then Tony does not sound like BG. And in my opinion, either one fits height and weight. So.
And you're basing the not being any essay on possibly like leaked information, right? Or do we know that for sure that there was no essay?
Well, yeah, they've. From my understanding, they never. There was no essay involved. I think that I'll have to go back on the interview and see exactly.
Yeah, I don't think law enforcement ever said
yeah.
if there was or wasn't, but I know that from like leaked text, it was like no, there wasn't any.
Yeah,
so I'm not sure, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess it depends on what you call essay too. Like.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So and then let's see what else is on here.
I think now we go into the missing.
Is it?
Oh, the sketch is the difference.
Extreme difference. Noses, chins, and all. The beard.
Okay.
This
is the thing that confuses me. Okay, so the sketch on the right, the original. Okay.
Yes.
So supposedly 2 witnesses saw a guy with a scarf over his face. So you wouldn't see the mustache. Yet the witness who saw the sketch that supposedly created the sketch on the left, saw a guy with a thin goatee and mustache, but yet he doesn't have it in that sketch. But yet the sketch that supposedly the witnesses saw a guy with the scarf has the goatee and mustache.
What in the hell?
Oh my goodness.
So are we supposed to put the hat and the goatee and mustache on the young guy sketch? Is that what they mean by combination of the two? Then do it.
Yeah.
Wow. My gosh. So confusing. Sure. Okay. Got the bridge guy again.
Yeah. And then so then I just zoom in on each one, and then we go to the missing. So
okay, so before we go to the missing person's case that you've also got here, because Chris also passionately covers missing persons cases, as do I. Now every Monday I cover it. You do it before your show every time, right? You cover a missing person's case.
I do, yes.
I mean, like in the beginning of your show. That's not before. In the beginning of your show, which is really, really good as well. While the audience is all there, you cover it immediately, and then you go on to your case. Yep. So we just have 1 or 2 more things. So I'm going to take this off the screen for a second because it's a minute each. You said this one and the other sketch, yes, and then we go to the case. But let's continue just to talk a little bit more about just a few Delphi points, and then we'll move on to that so that we can really focus on it.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
So I just want to do this, and then okay.
Oh, I fooled you.
Yeah, you fooled me. Damn lies. Yeah, okay. So if anyone has information, if you are watching this and you know anything, you saw anything, these are the numbers you can call. You've got the Abby and Libby tip at cacoshrf.com that you can email. I mean, tips still keep rolling in, as Dakota said, from all over the world. So you can submit tips from wherever you are. So if you know anything, please say something. All right. I think it's going to pop up now.
Let's see. I think so.
I think it's coming now. But, okay. Stand by, everyone. So if you haven't seen the flyer or any of the case, please check out our playlist. We both deep dived this case. Okay. So I'm going to remove this for now. We will look at it, guys. But what we're going to do, sometimes I just put like a little, I won't put a commercial now, but just like a little be right back so that we can both just like stretch our necks and drink some water and just, okay? So guys, we're just taking a very short break, okay? Hit the thumbs up while we're doing this. Okay, we're back. It's not over, and we didn't take a pee break, okay? We were literally stretching our necks, okay? Sipping our Pepsi and our stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. So sometimes it just helps, especially when, because I don't know if you feel the same, it gets so intense when you're looking at these cases. It just, the energy is so intense that I just need sometimes to just, that's why I used to play my commercial break or just like a be right back. It's just,
Oh yeah, I need that button. Yeah, I need that.
yeah, just to like decompress for a second and then we
Mhm.
carry on. So Bill actually sent me this and then I sent it to you as well, which was this right here. Now, this dude, Richard Crowley, was arrested yesterday for CP. So it feels very much like the King Klein stuff. And then already
Yeah.
they're already putting the sketch there.
Yeah.
They're like, look at it, it's this guy. But the
Yep.
thing is, he was we were gonna discuss it, everyone, and look at his pages and stuff. But so yeah, these are his pages. Spoiler alert, he's into freaking adult diapers and stuff. Ew. Oh my word. Okay. But here he was released from jail. So now we don't have all that much to discuss right now. Even though it feels like King Klein, huh?
Kind
It's
of.
like he was arrested in a way and they searched and then okay, he's released and then we'll just wait another 4 years. So I don't know if this, why are we mentioning it? Because people speculated it could be connected to Delphi. See, it's in this community on Reddit. Do you also have a Reddit community or no?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we
Yep.
both got Reddit communities. So find us there. Is it called Mob Crew or the Monsters Under Our Bed?
Oh, actually, I need to redo mine. So actually, no, I should say
Okay,
no.
okay.
I don't. Okay, yeah.
Okay,
Good to
okay.
go. Oh, my bad.
But you can find us there. And do you have a Discord server for your?
No, I need to
You
set
don't?
one up. Yeah.
No, I don't have one either. I won't set one up either. Too much. There's too much going on already.
Yeah. Oh gosh, yes.
It's too much to manage. But yeah, so this guy, we were gonna kind of deep dive him and discuss him, but he's now been released from jail. So there's that, which
I
is
did a
interesting.
background check on him, and from what I understand, he has no priors of anything. So my guess would be, usually when you're a first-time offender, they kind of go easy on you.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like with CP, that's tough. I mean,
Yeah.
but from what I understand, he's getting released, and they'll be watching him closely.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. That's the thing. That's what I was gonna say. We're gonna keep an eye on him. There's another one to watch. A possible, I don't know if it could even be connected at all, person of interest. But someone said, yeah, thought criminal. Barfarama. I know, right? Right. Total Barfarama with his adult diapers. Oh my gosh. No, that is not something we want to actually deep dive, huh? Yeah, I agree with this. Crimes against children are not punished harsh enough. It's terrible.
yeah, they let Kagan go. I mean, what in the...
Right? Ooh, this was interesting. Thanks, Bill, for reminding me.
Yes.
So why he became such like what is because he said he saw the shack. I saw he said that in November 2017. And why do we mention it? It's because Dakota at that press conference mentioned that I watched the shack, this weekend or whatever. And we were like, why is he talking about that? I mean, it could just be a message of forgiveness and I don't know, happier times on the other side, or he mentioned it for a reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks scary. He does look scary.
Yeah, he does.
So he is a very scary dude. Sorry, I'm laughing at this. Gisela got a megabyte. You see, Stefan, you know me. Rather than pee break, I got a megabyte. Just got this here. Oh, that's so funny. Megabyte's still funny. Did you follow the Johnny Depp case at all?
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
megabyte.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you, Brad. Thank you for your $10 super sticker. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I hope you're also going over to the Monsters Under Our Bed to subscribe over there. That would be great. We both started in just about the same month. You also started June 2021.
I think so. But
July.
I didn't really get going until September, but yeah.
Yeah, I got an email today with someone thinking I started earlier, but I literally published my very first one. My channel started with 0 subscribers. I've got the screenshot on Instagram, June 26th, and my first episode, which was a podcast, was uploaded June 28th.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So I also want to just see if there's any points. Is there anything we didn't discuss that you still wanted to touch on?
No, because there's some more research that I'd like to do before we
Yes.
expand on some of the things that but
Like
no.
all the Snapchat stuff and
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. I'm doing more research into that for sure, and the audio
Yes.
and video.
Okay. I'm looking at our bullet points, and we've gone over all of those, so that's good. That's good. So now we will cover your missing persons case. So let's put this one on here. Actually, no, I don't have to play that. I'm like, I have a missing persons case intro for this, but don't worry. I'll just put it on the screen and you can tell us about it.
Okay. I'm gonna. Would you like to pronounce her name? Because you pronounced it so well, and then I'll
just
go from
try.
there.
So Fatima Al-Jirabi.
Oh my gosh. That sounds amazing. So 14 years old, 5'2", black hair, brown eyes, missing from Holiday, Florida, which is kind of on the coastline. She went missing on June 2nd, not too long ago. They believe she is a runaway. She was last seen around 7 p.m. on the 2nd in Fernwood Drive area of Holiday. So if anybody's in Holiday, Florida, or near that area, keep a lookout for her.
Wow. And I mean, there's no real information of the circumstances, right?
No, but I've got this next person. I've got some updates.
Okay, so this is from June 2nd, and today is the 10th, right? Well, I think it's just gone after midnight for me. That's why. You'll be like, it's the 9th.
Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute. Oh my gosh.
For me, it's the 10th. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was like a week ago. So if you are in this area, Fernwood Drive area of Holiday, we did some map time, a little bit, mini map time the other day on Chris's show. So go check that out. So you can see where it is. But it's north of Sarasota, which we know all about because of Bryan Laundry and the laundries, right?
Yeah.
So on the west side in Florida. Yes. Okay. And so you can call 727-847-8102 if you know anything or if you see her.
There you go.
And then we have this other one as well.
So this next one. Okay. So this is Dylan Rounds. Now, this is an interesting case, and even the information I might be putting out might be a little late because there's things happening right now. Because and sadly, this is almost turned into kind of like a Daniel Robinson case.
Yes. When I read it as well, it feels just like it because again, it's okay. So sorry, go ahead. But these things found like clothes, boots, things like that. Yeah.
Yes. So he was last seen on the 25th. Now, when I first saw this, I was thinking he was last seen in Lucin, Utah, but that's not correct. He was last seen in Monticello, Nevada. Okay. So near a farm, I believe. He's 19 years old, 5'10", brown eyes, brown hair, wearing jeans, dark shirt, flannel jacket. Foul play is suspected. They did find some boots, and apparently there was some like a spot of blood on them. And I did a little research. Apparently, a vehicle was found, and it had been pressure washed recently.
Oh,
I believe it was
word.
his vehicle that was found recently, and it had been pressure washed. And obviously that's like desert that you're out in. So you would have your vehicle would just be dirty, driving out because it's just dirt road out there.
Right.
So it was suspiciously clean. So
oh my gosh.
Yes.
Wow.
And so anyway, good news. Some good news. There's a silver lining is he's got one of the biggest YouTubers, and I cannot even think of his name, but he's out there. Somebody I'm sure in the chat probably tell me. Because I don't want to say the wrong channel name, but there's a big YouTuber out there who goes out and looks for like missing people. Huge.
Is it like the Diesel Brothers?
Yes, that's it.
Okay, the Diesel Brothers.
Yes, he's out there. Yep, they're on it. Yep, they're out there with they've got vehicles, little helicopter. Yep, so they're on it. So
okay.
Yeah, Heavy D Sparks. That's it.
Heavy D Sparks. Yeah,
that's
Heavy D Sparks and Diesel Brothers. Okay, they're brilliant. Yeah.
Yes. So at least they've got, the family's got some support. So that's awesome.
Yes. Okay. I was going to put this on screen, which is all about the case, but that's going to be a whole nother deep dive. So maybe I'll also cover that on Monday, guys. If you want to, let me know in the comments or whatever. Then we can go over this case. Well, hopefully he's found by then actually, or with his answers. But otherwise we can go over it on Monday on Missing Person Monday. All right. Well, thank you for bringing those to our attention. If anyone knows anything, you can see the numbers on screen, take a screenshot or look up their names or see what you can do if you're in the area. Maybe you could even help in the searches if they're being organized. I'm sure there's already websites set up for them and their social media, as you can see here, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all that. So let's tweet it as well. I tweeted it as well today, this case as well. So let's all tweet, retweet, and get their cases into the spotlight. Yes, and of course, still Daniel Robinson is still not found. It's almost a year later. June 23rd will be 1 year.
Oh yeah, I'm doing a video. Yeah, I'm making a video about missing in Arizona because that's like
there's a lot
number
of them.
one. Yeah, Arizona. They say Alaska's number one when it comes to missing, but I think per volume it's Arizona.
Yeah, I did quite a deep dive on cases similar to Daniel Robinson because I was just looking at the other cases like that, and there were scarily many. There were at least 6 that I could already find in recent years that were very similar disappearances to him. So that is scary. Wow. Okay. Yes, Stephanie. Stephanie got to meet Mr. David Robinson at CrimeCon. Yes, and see his speech and everything. Yes. Thank you, Bill. Yes, that's it. Heavy D Sparks YouTube channel, Diesel Brothers. Yeah. They are so good. Very, very good. We're all hoping. What is that case? Was it Susan Morphew? No.
Oh, Susan
Powell.
Which is Susan also Powell. From my hometown. She, yep. So
they were helping out with that too. And then they found in that mine like clothing, and we were all like, "Oh my word!" But then
it wasn't hers. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so does anyone have any questions for Chris specifically or about what he presented today? If I missed anything, ask it now. Ask it now.
I saw one. Brad asked me where I'm from. It's Salt Lake County. So that's
Salt Lake County.
Yeah.
As we said, where Ted Bundy passed through. Oh, man. Salt Lake County. Okay, so have you always been there?
Yeah, born and raised, and then, like I said, I went out to Ohio for a little bit, and then came back just this last year.
Okay. So, yes, I'm just looking if there's any other questions. Claw at the like. Rose, yes. Claw at the like. Everybody claw at that like. No, Patricia, no. Daniel Robinson has not been found. It's almost 1 year. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Karen, for doing that. He does do live streams 4 or 5 times a week. So please do go into the chats and encourage him. That's very nice.
That's awesome.
Okay. Well, if you could ask questions about the Delphi case, that would be great right now because that's what we covered today. But do you have an answer to this? What are your thoughts on the Robinson case?
Oh, I mean, I would say there's definitely some I would think there's some foul play. Something went down. There was definitely some suspicious stuff happening with the vehicle. How they found extra miles on it and how it'd been started. And yeah.
Yes. Wow. Why are you not using sunblock? What? What? Why is Chris not using sunblock? Lol. What? He doesn't need no sunblock, but we should all use sunblock, right? Mm-hmm. I talk to myself too because I don't use it either. Just stay indoors.
I think because I'm out there filming and stuff, maybe.
Oh man, yeah, and you're gonna go out again? Are you gonna Gorilla Glue again?
Probably. If I have to go to that lengths, whatever I can do to help people.
With the darker shade one.
Yes, yeah, because I knew I was going to get that. I'm like, people are like, well, he had it's just slightly darker than the one I had. But
yeah, you could even use some hair coloring.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Use the one you got.
Mm-hmm.
So someone asked earlier, who's this guest? It's Chris from the Monsters Under Our Bed. So Mods, if you could drop the channel link, I think you have, but if you could drop that would be amazing. I've actually got it here. Wait for it. Let's go there. That's us here. Here we go, everyone. The Monsters Under Our Bed. So if you could go there and subscribe, hit the subscribe button. Yes, I'm a member, so I can see them perks right here. Mm-hmm. And you could see the other day, it says streamed 1 day ago. I was right here on his show as well. So go check that out and give that video some love too. Because damn, you worked hard on this. Oh my word. And your patience, not only to film all of this stuff, but then to edit it. I think people underestimate how long it takes to actually edit it and do the side-by-sides and all of that.
Yeah. Wow. So, and then we actually had someone break into our cars the other night, and I had to stop everything and cut all that footage of the guy breaking into our car, which is going to go on my members-only videos.
Oh, my word.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that on my video, but yeah.
Did they steal stuff?
They took 82 cents. So
they broke into your car and took 82 cents.
Yeah, I had flashlights, new flashlights, some gear. They just took the 82 cents.
That's so weird. Why would they do that? And it's caught on camera? Or what?
Yeah. Yeah, we have
Oh my gosh.
nice new cameras, and so yeah, we sent it
Wow.
over to the police.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, this is an interesting question. Oh, sorry. Here,
Ooh.
Lori, Chris, and Gisela. What's your opinion on the profile or traits of the killer from the info we have? The Delphi killer. What do you think? What's the type of profile we're looking for? And what would the motive be? That's also important to focus on motive. What do you think the motive is, and what type of profile would this killer have?
I would, gosh, it's tough to say, but I would think something that fits along the lines of like a BTK, where he,
Yeah, serial
someone
killer
that
vibes.
doesn't. It's not like a Ted Bundy where it's just like, just constant, a monster. Somebody that, is methodical, and I don't think it's. A lot of people say it was just a crime of opportunity. I don't know. I mean, it could have been
like
kind
it.
of, but I think some of it was planned out. Could have been, like I said, we kind of talked about Ron Logan possibly being set up.
Yes.
Could be.
Yeah, it just seems like if it was a crime of opportunity, would they really take 5 years and not ever find this guy? How could he be so undetected? This seems like someone extremely calculated.
Yeah.
It really, for me, it feels spot on to serial killer vibes. And like you say, maybe BTK, something like that. I mean,
yeah, because he could take many years off and then just
yes.
hit up a house and then take years off again.
But those types will do it again, huh? That's the scary part of
Yeah.
them. Likely did it before too. Especially at his age, if he is, well, they say 18 to 40, right? But if he looks like he's in his mid 40s, 50s, something like that. Bridge guy,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Depends on which sketch you're looking at, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be 18. But yes, I mean, that's would imply that he would have possibly started sooner. Wow. Thank you, Gregory. $10 super sticker. My favorite two YouTubers. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, we make a great team. So especially, I don't know, they do talk about signatures, like leaving at least 3, but actually the correct terminology would be leaving signatures. Because if there's 3 things, it's still a signature. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the terminology for serial killer is leaving a signature, but I wonder what that was. And wow, the way they just talk about it seems to me like they're trying to catch a nationwide serial killer.
Yeah.
Which is a scary
so
thought.
True. Yeah.
Do you think Evansdale is connected to it at all?
Man, it is interesting, those dates, and oh man, that would be crazy. Be honest, I lean towards no, but it's a possibility, but I don't think so. But it would be
that one felt more like an opportunity one, right? The Evansdale ones. I also covered that. It seemed more like that could have been more of a crime of opportunity, or someone punishing the family for some drug deal gone wrong or something.
Mm-hmm.
But you just never know because the dates are very interesting. Yes.
Oh,
and do you think it's connected at all to the Flora murders?
I do. I think something will. I do. Some, not directly. It could be just, but yeah, I think there will be some connection.
It feels like the vibe I always get is that whoever did this hates law enforcement. That's the vibe I get. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just feels like they made a statement.
Yeah.
Yes, so I don't know. Oh wow. I want to do Halloween with Gisela and Chris.
Oh, that would be fun.
That would be fun. That was when I'll be Lara Croft. I don't know. It was like Lara Croft. Yeah, that is when I will be. And then I arrive as myself, and they're like, "What the hell?" Wow. Yeah, Flora was terrible. So if you didn't check those out, did you also cover them, Flora, Evansdale, on your channel?
I did Flora a little bit because there's just not a lot of information on Flora. That's the thing, right? It's not a lot to talk about.
Exactly.
It's tough.
But yeah, so we both covered it as well. It's part of the playlist too. So if you guys want to check it out on my channel, on Chris's channel, please do that as well. Ooh, posing can be a shock to law enforcement. Can be if they were posed or staged or something like that.
Oh yeah. This is the signature.
I mean, now from that search warrant, if we take away all the focus on Ron Logan, then in it there was some interesting information of the bodies being staged. That is interesting.
And that was always rumored well before that warrant, so that just kind of solidifies that that's most likely they were posed somehow.
And I suppose posed could, I think Pat Brown, profiling with Pat Brown, she was saying posed could also just mean like slumped on a tree, or you
Mhm.
know what I mean. It could
Yeah.
be anything
Uh-huh.
that's not quite natural. It doesn't have to be, because I think our minds go quite far when someone says
Yeah.
posed. Mine does. I'm like, posed. Like, what does that mean? But it could just be not how
Yeah.
one would expect to find them in the condition they may have been in. Yes.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a subset of
Of
staging. Yes.
staging. Yeah.
Yes. Oh wow. Well, yeah. What else did I want to ask you? What else? Any other questions? Yeah.
Hmm.
Do you guys have any other questions? Are there any other cases similar to Delphi in that area? Interesting. Not quite.
Ooh. No, I don't think so. Not like that. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
not
what
like that.
makes Delphi so unique. You've got a murder where you've got video, audio, 2 sketches, and
Yes.
no killer. So
Yes.
it's such a unique situation. I think that's why so many people are just enveloped. It's been 5 years and nothing.
Yes. I was actually kind of scared to first start covering it, because when I just was writing my books and I had a podcast, I was like, whoa, everyone's talking about Delphi. Even then, like, right already. It's like, Delphi, what is this case? And I'm like, oh, this case sounds so big. But once you get into it, it really is big. It really has so many layers. There's so much to it. Wow. But yeah, I'm glad to be here with you as well. Please check the comments. I sent on a hat you could try.
Okay.
Try a hat. Oh, interesting, actually.
Yeah, so she's saying that, or I didn't see the name. I believe it was a she.
G
Or G. So,
yeah.
So I think she's saying she commented on a hat previously. I'll have to look for it. But yeah, you go ahead. I'll see if I can find it. But
yeah,
yeah,
look for it. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm just saying, please make sure you also, people can donate to you, right? It's on your about page. There's different ways to donate to your channel or join membership. I'm saying it because if they're like, check out this hat, well, yeah, could you buy you a coffee, or send you whatever it is, it's PayPal or Venmo or whatever you got there on your about page, so that you can continue to do this excellent research. Yes.
Yep.
Exactly. Wow. What is going on? What happened with the DNA petition? I don't know.
So there was a DNA petition for, I believe, familial DNA. So apparently Indiana was a state that didn't allow it. But which was weird, because then they caught the Indiana Interstate 65 killer through the means of familial DNA. So I don't know if it's by county, or I got to do some research into that, because I thought that was weird, because it just caught that guy through the technique that they said. Yeah.
Yes. Did you watch The Shack?
I did not. I've heard it was terrible. So
yeah, I was going to, and then also, damn, but this movie's terrible. So
yeah,
couldn't put myself through it. But yeah, it would be interesting, because Doug Carter mentioned it, so maybe I have to one day.
yeah.
Did anyone else watch The Shack? Could you just give us a rundown?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, it's been so nice having you here. Thank you so much for all your hard work, all the research, and for showing some of it here on Grizzly True Crime. I really appreciate it. The Grizzlies love it too, I can see. So yeah, if you guys love it, you know what to do. Hit the thumbs up. And of course, go to the Monsters Under Our Bed, so you can subscribe over there. We both started about the same time. We're both passionate about true crime, missing persons cases, the Delphi case. You also cover some Summer Wells.
Yep. Oh, and paranormal.
Paranormal. Yeah. And paranormal. Yes.
Just a little bit, but yep.
Yeah, you touch on paranormal, and you've got some excellent videos in your members' own area as well. So yeah, go check it out. Anything else you want to plug or say?
Nope, that's it. I'm just humbled and honored to be on your show. I just, like I said, when I was covering Gabby Tito, one of the first recommends I had was your show, and you're about the only one that I watched with Gabby Tito, and it's just, to me, it's like starting a band, and you're watching your favorite, you have your favorite band, and you start up a band, and then finally you're co-headlighting. That's what it is.
Wow, that's so cool. And I had no idea. We didn't know when we started covering it that the case would go so wild, right? Oh my word.
Yes.
I mean, I was just like, I was like caught up in it and making this video and this one and this one. I mean, sometimes I made 8 videos a day. There was so much news.
Wow. Yeah.
I was just like pumping out the videos, so I'm like, oh my word, and then this and this and this. It's probably while I was on your feed, they're just like, this lady talks a lot about this. Oh my word. Cool. So So thank you everyone. Thank you for being here as well. I'm sorry if we missed some of your questions or anything, but feel free to either comment on Chris's video where I was there, especially, then you'll see it there, right? Or where should they comment? On the one you just did today? Go watch that one
Either
as
one.
well.
Either one.
Comment somewhere or send an email, which is also on your about page. You could say it here, but it's like it's knowledge is OP, right? At gmail.com.
Knowledge is OP10 at Gmail.
Yes.
Got to add the 10 in there. Yep.
Okay. But you guys can find all the information and how to donate to Chris's channel and help him out, because we definitely want to see more reenactments. And yes. Could you guys get me to Delphi, please?
Oh, that'd be so
that would be
cool.
amazing. It's actually extremely expensive to get out to Delphi. My word. It's actually quite far too. For me.
Yeah, for you. Well, yeah.
Yeah, wow. Thank you, Stephanie. Two of the most genuine, kindest creators. Thank you.
Aww.
Damn, you guys are so sweet. Miss Dewey says, thank you both. You truly are a great team. Thank you.
Thank you.
And love both your channels. Alrighty, so I will see you guys tomorrow. So be sure to check that out. And I'm sure you'll see us together at some point again as well. I think we make a great team. And we can talk about lots of cases, of course. We can even give a rundown on the Gabby Petito case if you want. Anything like that. So let us know in the comments as well what you'd maybe like us to discuss. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Now we're going to go to the VIP after party, right? Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.